What's going on, y'all? Today we got LeBron James got exposed by a rookie. Michael Jordan would never. Let's get into it, man. See
When
what
it
this
comes
is
to the
about.
modern NBA,
From my
trash
boy
talking
Uncut
is
Hoops.
definitely a lost art. As back in the 80s, the 90s, even the 2000s, we had some all-time great legendary trash talkers, from Rasheed Wallace all the way to Reggie Miller. Nowadays, in this era, you have some pretty good trash talkers, but not nearly as many. And like I said, in that era, you had tons of guys who would talk junk, get in your face, and they would not back down. Now, with that being the case, you could imagine I was a little surprised when I saw a rookie fresh out the gate trash talking LeBron James before the season started. That player was Benedict Mathurin, a rookie
Who?
and a first-round pick
Who?
of the Indiana Pacers.
Oh,
After looking at his comments,
okay. We're gonna see what you
basically
about,
LeBron
man.
James, I
What's
marked the
that?
calendar for the Lakers versus Pacers in their first
Okay, we
matchup.
like that smoke. We like that smoke.
As
We
for
like that
me,
smoke.
I expected LeBron James, some people's GOAT, to shut this rookie up and show him who's boss. But unfortunately for me, I could not have been more incorrect. As LeBron versus the Pacers was absolutely dreadful, only having 21 points, 7 boards on 8 of 22 shooting, going 3 of 10 from deep. Compared to Mathurin, who had 23 points, 8 boards on 10 of 22 shooting, and 3 of 8 from 3. Not only was LeBron James outplayed by a rookie who trash-talked him, but in the fourth quarter, he was even worse, going 2 of 8 from the field, only having 4 points, and blowing a 17-point lead. And once again in that fourth quarter, he was outscored by a rookie,
bro.
and late in the game, had the game winner put in his face. And taking
Sheesh.
one step back, when it comes to LeBron James, when he has games like this, it really makes me wonder what would Jordan have done back in the day if a rookie talked trash to him and challenged him before the season. Would he have folded? Would he drop 40? What would Jordan do back in his day?
Jordan really
And to
never.
find that
Well, I
out,
never heard of
let's
him
hear some
folding. You know what I'm
stories
saying?
Jordan embarrassing
Especially when somebody
players.
started talking crazy.
So, looking back at 1990 for our first story, you have Gary Payton, a fresh rookie of the Seattle Supersonics. At this point, Payton, being a lottery pick, he was very eager to prove himself as an NBA player and a legit star. And in one of his first ever games, in the preseason, he played Michael Jordan in the Chicago Bulls. And Payton clearly says, when he went against Jordan, he wasn't really impressed, despite the MVPs and numerous accolades. As in this game, Payton had 19 points off the bench and played really well. And in typical GP fashion, when he was feeling himself, he began to trash talk and go at some players, specifically BJ Armstrong, who was still in the game, and Michael Jordan, who was on the bench. Now, where it gets pretty entertaining is 3 weeks later, both Chicago and Seattle would meet once again, this time with Jordan in the game. And versus Payton, he had 33 points, 7 steals, 4 boards, 3 assists on 65% shooting. It was an absolute clinic, and the game was over by the third quarter. And looking to the fourth quarter,
Sheesh.
with the clock winding out, Jordan came over to Payton and told him the following, quote, "That blank you were talking the preseason, this is the real blank right here. Welcome to the NBA, little fella." Michael Jordan, in that moment and in this game, shut up Gary Payton and embarrassed the young rookie. And the crazy thing is, Jordan in this game only played 27 minutes and still was highly dominant. Compared to
Sheesh.
Payton, who only had 2 points compared to 4 turnovers. And looking past Gary Payton, who's a Hall of Famer, next up we have Reggie Miller, who also was a Hall of Famer and a great player in the 90s. And for Reggie, his story of trash-talking MJ is nearly identical to Gary Payton.
My rookie year, we were playing the Chicago Bulls, and this is Michael Jordan's 3rd or 4th year in.
Okay.
And we were playing the next exhibition game in some obscure place. And most veterans do not like to play in exhibition games. They want to get to the real thing. I'm a wide-eyed, energetic rookie, and we're playing this exhibition game, and Michael's going through the motion. And Chuck Person, who's on my team, who's a trash talker as well, is like, "Can you believe Michael Jordan, the guy everyone's talking about?
I heard this story
Able to
before.
Walk on water.
Definitely.
You're out here killing him, Reg." This is in the first half. It's like, you should be talking to him. It's like, you're right, Michael. Who do you think you are? The great Michael Jordan. That's right. There's a new
Bad
kid on
idea,
town,
Reg.
right?
Chill.
Kind of looks at me and
Chill,
starts shaking
gang.
his head. So at half,
Bad idea. I
I
ain't gonna lie.
have 10, and he has 4 points, right? I'm doing all this talking. He's like, okay. Into the game in the second half, he ended up with 44, and I ended up with 12. So he outscored me 40-2. And as he's walking off, he's like, be sure and be careful. You never talk to Black Jesus like that.
Now, at this point, the video may be saying, you're looking at Jordan in his prime in the early 90s or mid 90s, compared to LeBron James, who at this point is almost 38 years old. And that's a pretty fair point. So with that being the case, let's look at Jordan on the Washington Wizards. Early in the 03 season, in a game versus the Denver Nuggets, one of the worst teams in the Western Conference, Jordan, nearly aged 40, once again would expose a rookie. As playing in Washington, the Wizards at halftime were down 3, with Jordan playing average. And heading into the fourth quarter, he was playing below average, shooting 5 of 14 with only 13 points. And with Jordan struggling and not shooting good and being older, 2 rookies, that being Vincent Yarborough and Junior Harrington, made the fatal mistake of trash-talking an older Michael Jordan, saying, quote, "Take off them ugly blank shoes." That one comment right there would
So
inspire
crazy
Jordan
about the
to go off
Jays.
in the fourth quarter. As in that
Bugging.
quarter, he had 12 points on 75% shooting, and as Jordan finally caught fire, every bucket he made, he looked at Denver's bench, and specifically those 2 rookies. And when the game was
Gave
nearly
him a
over,
stare.
Jordan
Like,
went
yeah,
over to
yep,
Yarborough
yep.
and told him the following,
Shuffle.
quote, "Hold on now, you little blank. You grew up watching me. I didn't grow up watching you."
Sheesh.
Once again, inside
Had
the
to check him
injury,
one
as a
time.
near 40-year-old Jordan dominated 2 trash-talking rookies. And looking at his final stat line, he had 25 points, 6 boards, 5 assists on 50% shooting. Compared to LeBron versus the Pacers, this version of Jordan was infinitely better and more confident. Now, looking at our last Jordan story, we go back to the 1990s in 1996, as once again Jordan would expose a future Hall of Famer who at that point was a rookie.
So KG had never seen me play against Mike.
We in Chicago, it's my rookie year.
And I got about 24 going into the fourth quarter.
JR is having a good game.
So I'm quiet. I always stay quiet when I play Mike. I didn't talk too much.
So as we come out the timeout, I'm on, y'all. I can't even explain.
We come out of the fourth quarter, KG like, man, keep going at his ass. Serve him. He can't guard you.
So keep killing that nigga, yo. Keep killing that nigga. Boning him, yo, straight up. You have a good game, yo. Keep going.
That's
I'm looking at him
KG.
like, chill. Mike was right there.
Right
Yo.
here. Mike can hear me. So I double back like, yeah.
Okay. Keep going at him.
Wow,
Too strong for this dude, man.
As I say that, feel it.
So Mike looked at me, looked at KG.
Hands on hips, legs locked. The nigga stared at me for about 15 seconds.
I was like, Mike, he don't know the rules of the game, man. He's just a young puppy. You know what I mean?
And look, Mike, he don't really know how I see him and Mike having a conversation, so he's like, he don't really know he excited, whatever. So now MJ on the back leg joint.
Okay, he talking?
Okay, yeah, huh?
And Mike looked at me like, okay. Looked at me like, okay. I said, what you looking at me like that for, right?
I can't even really describe the next like 6 or 7 minutes of play, y'all.
Went to the fourth quarter, man. That man got about 17 quick.
We down 25 now.
I ain't gonna lie, this story damn
Man,
funny every
looking
time
at
I hear
KG,
it.
looking
Just
at
the
me,
way they
looking
be
at
telling
KG.
it.
It got
The way
bad
they be
quick,
telling it.
yo. I come to the joint, and they know this. When you come and you've been on the run, when you not got back on the floor, got back, had to rebound, and you feel like you on defense all the time, you come to the bench like this. So I was like, Jay, man, my bad, dog. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. He like, it's cool, man. I told you. Just shut your ass up, man. You're not fucking. So you got in between the Gatorade there where you like, damn, and next thing you know, we over there like this.
Mike is still
Mike came
getting
down. Okay,
old.
young fella. Okay,
He's still
damn, young
getting
fella.
right.
Damn, y'all done? Damn, young fella.
If you go back and watch this game, near the end of the third quarter, Isaiah Ryder and KG are 100% are trash-talking Jordan. And after that moment, Jordan in the third quarter, in the last minute and 30, had 8 quick points, and the fourth quarter added in 11. And for the entire game, he had 35 points, 7 assists, and 6 boards on 45% shooting en route to a Bulls victory. Once again proving Jordan, at any age, at being 27, 35, even 40, was trash talked by a rookie, he was immediately putting them in their place and exposing them on the spot.
That's a fact.
Compared to LeBron James, who versus the Pacers, folded in the fourth quarter, played awful, and at the end of the day was beaten out by a rookie, that being Benedict Mathurin. So that right there is a nice comparison of Jordan versus
I just want to
LeBron
say,
James.
my son Bron, the Lakers. I want to say the Lakers, man. We 2 games away from 500. You know, you see, I'm about to say just Braun. You know what I'm saying? That's how true it is. Braun is 2 games away from 500. Nah, but the Lakers 2 games away from 500, man. Another chip on the way. I don't even know how much I believe that myself. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It's gonna be hard. Braun injured now, out for 3 weeks. Sheesh. It's not looking too hot. Looking like that boy breaking down around this time now, man. Sheesh. But if y'all enjoyed this reaction, y'all know what to do. Make sure you click on the last reaction on your screen right now. Turn on post notifications. Links in the description, man. And I'm out of here.